Hi everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we are continuing our Christmas in July series and we're going to make this delicious microwave fudge because it's not Christmas without fudge. I can't wait to show you how this all comes together. Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Noreen and this is my kitchen. Today we're going to continue our Christmas in July festivities and we're going to make an old school favorite. We're going to make what I call Eagle Brand Fudge. Maybe you don't know it as that, but it's super easy fudge made with chocolate chips, condensed milk, a little bit of add-ins, and we're not just going to make it on top of the stove. This is so easy, and because it is summer and it is the end of July going into August, it is hot. So we don't want to heat up the kitchen. And maybe you don't want to heat up your kitchen in the winter either. Maybe you live somewhere in the South. I don't know. But this is fudge that is delicious for Christmas as it is delicious any time of year. So we're going to make this in the microwave. And I have been making it like this for literal years. This is probably the first fudge I ever learned how to make because it really only has two ingredients. Everything else you add is just icing on the cake, if you will. So we're going to start off with 3 cups of chocolate chips. I have semi-sweet chocolate chips here straight out of my pantry. I've already measured them out. And note, you will want to make this in a heavy bottomed glass bowl, or as I'm using, I have my 8-cup Pyrex measuring cup with the handle, which makes it very easy for transporting. 1 can, this is a 14-ounce can. This is the only size that I think it comes in. It might come in a smaller can, but I haven't seen those little cans in a very long time, of sweetened condensed milk. I have 2 tablespoons of butter, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So what we're going to do, also, I have a cup of toasted walnuts. And I toasted these in my microwave. Very simple. If you've never seen nuts toasted in the microwave, you are in for a treat because it's virtually foolproof. And if you want to see me do that in another, maybe a short video, let me know and I will work that up for you guys. So a cup of nuts, whatever your preference is, pecans, walnuts, cashews, whatever you like. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our salt. We're just going to add whatever. Everything but the vanilla and the nuts are going to go in here. And I will put sweetened condensed milk. We'll just put these aside. And then what we're going to do while this is in the microwave, I'm going to put this on in the microwave at 50% power for 1 minute to start. Then we're going to stir it. And then we're going to put it back in the microwave for 30-second bursts or increments of 30 seconds on 50% power until it is almost completely melted. I'll be back to show you what it looks like when that's done. Okay, while we are melting our chocolate chips and our sweetened condensed milk and butter together in the microwave, go ahead and prepare yourself a pan. I have a 8-inch square pan and I have it lined with 2 sheets intersecting in the pan so that all of the space is lined. And I gave it a spray with my coconut oil spray. And we're just going to leave this until everything is melted. And I'll come back when that's time so we can have something ready to go to pour our fudge into. Okay, this was in the microwave on 50% power for 2 minutes and 22 seconds because when I put things in the microwave and it's for a minute, I just press 111. And on 50% power on my microwave, it took approximately 2 minutes. And this is where we are. Everything is melty. There is a little bit of texture there from chocolate chips that haven't completely melted, and our butter is just now starting to finish melting. And that is where you want it. You don't want to overheat this because the chocolate will seize, and nobody wants that to happen. Trust me. Then it's just anymore, baking ingredients are getting so expensive. I am shocked at the price of even generic version chocolate chips or baking chips in general. So we don't want to waste those. So this is the texture of your fudge that you want to see. And I'm just going in here. This silicone spatula is amazing. I was able to leave that right in the bowl when I put it in the microwave, and it was fantastic. So we're going to go in here with our vanilla extract, give that a stir. When you're using flavorings with chocolate baking chips or melting chocolate, good chocolate like couverture chocolate that you're tempering, never ever use anything that's water based, otherwise your chocolate will seize. And with that in mind, make sure that your bowl is extremely dry, because any amount of water could cause chocolate to seize. So you want to make sure that it's very, very dry. There's our vanilla and our toasted walnuts. We'll fold these in. You really can't mess this up. The secret is in the timing, and really you kind of have to babysit this. Fudge is in the pan, and now we're just going to spread it out evenly so it's nice and level. And I say this is old school because honestly, I think this fudge recipe has been around like forever. And I will put the recipe down in the description box because you guys, this is all over the internet. But honestly, it's what I've been using for years. And yes, I also make the marshmallow fudge with the mini marshmallows and the marshmallow cream fudge with the marshmallow cream. But honestly, this one, you kind of can't mess it up. So if you're a first time fudge maker, this is the place to start. We're going to put this in the fridge for about an hour, and then we'll come back. We'll pull it out of the pan and we'll cut it into serving size pieces. Okay, it has been about an hour. I had this in the refrigerator. It's time to take it out of the pan and cut it up into pieces. So the reason we put the parchment in here was so we could do this, because yes, please. And then all we have to do is pull back the paper and we can cut it right up. It's not too thick, and the 8-inch square pan is like the perfect size to do this with. Now you can feel free to cut up your fudge whatever size you like, but I think that fudge is best cut up into smaller pieces, especially if you're going to be adding this to a cookie tray or add it to a holiday gift. Another thing I mentioned to Rick right after we put this in the fridge is like, you can get those disposable holiday aluminum foil pans that have like the domed lid, and you can just make your fudge in there, leave the lid on it, and then you can tie it with a bow, put a tag on it, and give a whole pan of fudge. It's a beautiful gift. I don't think anybody is going to complain about that. This is still a little soft in the center, so I'm probably just going to cut one of the edge pieces up in squares. We'll give it a taste. We'll take a final shot, and that will be all. There's our delicious, there's several names for this, but I asked the internet, is there a specific name for the Eagle Brand Fudge recipe? And there is not. Some people call it magic fudge, some people call it fantasy fudge, but today we're just going to call it quick and easy Christmas fudge. And I think that Rick is going to be happy with this. Do you want to taste it? Walnuts are one of Rick's favorite. They're not my particular favorite, but not bad. All right then. There you have it. Delicious, quick and easy microwave fudge for Christmas or anytime. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And if you would do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed. And until next time, I'll see ya.